Sex abuse claims against Prince Andrew will not be heard in a US civil court after a judge threw out the allegations and ordered they be struck from the court record. The Prince throughout has vehemently denied the claims, which emerged in January.
You might remember it was back in January that we first heard about these allegations being made against Prince Andrew. They were coming from a woman called Virginia Roberts, who claimed that in her late teens she was forced by Jeffrey Epstein, a former friend of the Duke of York, to have sex with the Prince on several occasions. Now, Prince Andrew, throughout all of this, has vehemently denied all of these allegations against him. And only today are we hearing that a judge in Florida has said that these claims should be removed from court papers. Now, that judge is Kenneth Mara, and in his statement he has said that the factual details regarding with whom and where the Jane Does, i.e. the victims, engaged in sexual activities are immaterial and impertinent to this central claim. These unnecessary details shall be stricken. Now, it is worth pointing out that this court case all along has never been against the Duke of York. Central to it has been his former friend Jeffrey Epstein, and basically a couple of his victims have been taking the US prosecutors to court because they made a plea bargain with Jeffrey Epstein to try and reduce the length of his court case. Now, earlier we also caught up with Alan Dershowitz, who's an American lawyer who was also mentioned in these court papers.
The court ruled not only that these were irrelevant and highly improper to be filed, but also sanctioned the lawyers for doing so and said that the striking of these allegations was a sanction. A sanction means essentially a punishment for the lawyers for doing the wrong thing. It's now legally in the same position as if she had never made these allegations, but of course reputations have been tarnished and hurt as the result of it, and there have to be some consequences both for the lawyers and for the woman who made up the false story.
Now, it is worth pointing out that Buckingham Palace have not released any new statements this evening. They have merely referred us back to the statements that were made back in January, in which they said that these claims were false and without foundation. But no doubt they will be looking at these court documents and seeing whether or not any further action is needed.